What's up, YouTube? How y'all all doing today? Yes, I'm in the little corner right here because I'm having some problems with my camera connecting to StreamYard. I don't know what's going on. I didn't clear my cache and all that good shit. Restarted several times, but it's not selecting the camera. I don't understand why I'm going through this shit with StreamYard, especially for a very expensive monthly fee that I pay for this. Should not have these problems at all, but we do. And I'm looking at the wrong camera right here, but we do. We do. It is what it is. But anyway, who cares about that? We need to talk about InArt Superman. So let's go right to that. And damn, that's all I got to say. Damn. First of all, I hope you all had a very, very great 4th of July. I had a real good one. Had a little too much to drink and eat, which is great. At Second Brother's house. Shout out to him. Amazing. Had a great time with the family. Very awesome. Very awesome. Very good time. Before we continue, want to see who's here real quick in the chat. We got Axel Morel. He said the face is better, but the body I prefer the Hot Toys. We'll see about that. That's going to be a big thing tonight. Which one actually is better? The Hot Toys offering or the InArt? Because InArt came out swinging with this. They just came out swinging with this shit. They really did, but we'll see. But thank you so much, Axel. Love that name, by the way. We got Figure Posar here. He said, "What up, though? What up, though? What's up with you? Good to have you here." Absolutely. We got my brother Valkyrie Magnus in the building. It says, "Happy 4th. Happy 4th of July, BC. Happy 4th to you as well. Thank you so much, brother. Good to have you here on the late night creep." Absolutely. We got Clinton Martin in the building. What's up with you, Clinton? How you doing, brother? Good to have you here. Hope you had a great 4th as well. I keep looking at this camera, but I'm on the shitty camera. But thank you so much, Martin, Clinton Martin. I really appreciate it, bro. Definitely. We got Timothy Dickinson here. He said, "What up, BC? And our Superman is looking good." He really is. He really is. Definitely. We got Cornelius in the building. Says, "Def looks better than the Hot Toys." I think that's what a lot of people are saying tonight. We got S Beam in the building. Says, "Happy 4th. The Hot Toys base is way better." I think a lot of people is going to agree with that. We'll see though. We'll see. Dale Smith Jr. says, "Soups is my guy. Gotta get BOFFF. Gotta get both." Oh, damn, he's saying he's getting both done and done. Damn. Okay. Damn, he said he getting both. We got the Jugron too. Says, "I know, bro. Definitely no. Good to have you here." Got Gio Movie Cannon. What up with you, bro? What up with you? How you doing? So happy 4th. Happy 4th to you, brother. Definitely. See, brother cousin is on late. I know. I was about to go to bed, y'all. I was definitely about to go to bed before jumping in and doing this one. Definitely. Cornelius, what's up with you, brother? He says, especially the lats area under his arms. We gonna talk about all that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely happy birthday. We got Jeffrey here. Definitely said, "Wonder if Hot Toys goes back to the well. Both are great, but that InArt looks more lifelike." It really does. It really does. Yeah, it does. He said, "Yeah, but will these how much will this one be?" That's what we're gonna find out. We definitely gonna find out. We got Miguel Rico in the building. Says, "What up, G? What up with you, brother? What's up with you?" S Beam says 308 shipping for this one. What? Okay, 308 plus shipping. That's not that bad. Not that bad at all. Timothy Dickinson says the NR base gives off a nice clean look and it's a space saver. Definitely. We got Women 42 up in here. He said, "Onsley, I'm not really impressed with either of these. I think I'll wait for the Star Ace version." LOL. What's up, everybody? That's crazy. That's crazy. We got Alec in the building. What's up with you? Alan Rio, Loreria. Sorry, I'm just murdering your name. Thank you for the $5 bomb, bro. I really appreciate it. And you're an Eagles fan, man. My neighbor is all in the Eagles. He got me in the Eagles. Y'all killed it. Come on. Y'all killed it last year. We already know. Brother. He says happy 4th of July, BC, and everyone. InArt really did their thing with this figure. Head sculpt is a 10. It really is. Let's look at this thing. Let's look at this. Because I just jumped in, set up the show, had some technical difficulties, and was like, yo, I need to get it done. But I really didn't get the chance to really look at this thing. Um, L Walker, I see you, brother. I see you, bro. What's up with you? Definitely. Thank you all for joining me this late too. I really appreciate it, guys. Looking at this head sculpt right here, it looks fantastic. It does. It looks fantastic. He does look a little bit more beefier than the Hot Toys version. And we're gonna go back to the Hot Toys version right here. As you can see, he looks way thinner right here. You know what I'm saying? He looks way thinner with the Hot Toys version. Way thinner. And when we saw this earlier this week, we were all kind of like, okay, this is going to be cool. We're going to check this out, see what it is. The actor himself looked a little bit like, what the fuck is this? He kind of did, right? He kind of looked at it like, yo, what is this? Like, okay. Yeah, it's Superman. Wow, this is amazing. It was like, yeah, I mean, to me, it looked like he was more like in shock that the figure looked that good in 1/6 scale. But some people would say he looked kind of like, you think that's how I look? Ugh, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, crazy. But I mean, it looks good. When we saw it the other day, we looked good. We saw it like, yo, singing his praises. This looks like a real great figure. This looks fantastic. And it still does. It does really look fantastic. But this right here, my friend, looks like a person. It really looks like a person. My friends, this looks like a person. It really does. Before I continue going through the photos, let's jump on it. Matter of fact, let's throw some music on it. I thought it sounded a little I thought it felt a little, dry in here. So let's throw some music on. Let's get a little bit of let's get a little lo-fi in here. Let's a little lo-fi, all right? A little lo-fi. There we go. We got 30 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, remember to hit that like button. We'll play in a pimp. It helps me out, and it helps out the Al Gore. You already know. Um, Definitely. Let me see who else is here. We got Ren's talented Tino in the building, making another masterpiece yet again with his toenail. That's how good he is, doing it with his damn toenail. The man, the myth, the legend, the Ren's Talentino. Absolutely. But this looks good, guys. It really does look good. Um, this is just as I said it before, I say it again. InArt makes this is a person. When you look at like this is a great looking figure, great looking figure, great looking head sculpt, great looking likeness. Excellent. Excellent piece. Excellent piece. But that's a person. Okay? That's a damn person. And that's just what it is. Now, when I saw this shot right here, I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, yo, what's going on with bro? What's going on with him? It looked a little weird to me. It looked like a weird statue. I wasn't getting the InArt vibe a little bit when I first saw this. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, this looks what is this? You know what I'm saying? I was like, it looks like a statue, but those proportions are on point. The more I looked at it, I was like, yo, this is right. This is looking good. As Beam says, 308 from NR. Oh shit, this is getting real. Yeah. NR ain't playing. They coming out swinging, and they want your money, and they want it bad. And they know Hot Toys is great. Hot Toys got some great and amazing licenses. But I'm gonna tell you something about InArt, ladies and gentlemen. They want the DC license, and this is what it is. They coming for that DC license. They're not playing. They're not playing. They want that DC license by any means necessary. They want to take that DC license from Hot Toys. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna mess with, I don't think they're concerned with like Jazz Inc. just right now, because Jazz Inc. They're still getting off their figures, but they're mainly known for dioramas. But these figures come out from Jazz Inc. is going to be a whole nother, that's going to be a whole nother thing. But I think with InArt is like, we want DC. We want the DC license. We want, when people think of InArt, we want them to think of the DC license. And I think that's what they're doing, because they're going hard right now. They're really going hard. And it's competitive. It's competitive pricing. It really is. And they're getting, it's like with every InArt figure, they're getting better. They are totally getting better. Ren said the jaw on the Hot Toys is a bit skinny, in my opinion. I was feeling that yesterday. Like, if you look at it, yeah, just a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think this looks like dude. I think it looks like him a lot. But yeah, I agree with you, Rance. I think the jaw is a tad too skinny. Whereas this right here, it's kind of on the money. It's kind of on the money. I will say right now it does look a little weird in different angles. And this is the InArt version. To me, just to me, looks a little weird in different angles. But them damn proportions is on point. Them proportions is on the money, ladies and gentlemen. They really are. What up, Ass Chase? He said, what up, Plastic Crackheads? Happy 4th of July to all my U.S. friends. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Riker says the Hot Toys version is bulkier than the InArt version. He is. He definitely is, which is not accurate if you're looking at those trailers. It's not. It's totally not. Timothy Dickinson says, not gonna lie, I was already kind of skeptical about the movie, but I'm still going to see if, and we're still going to see it. But after looking at the InArt version of the suit, has me even more excited for the movie now. Dude, that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it is supposed to be, for sure. Definitely. Man, we got Hector in here. What up, Hector? What's up with you? He says getting both. Wow, the only DC collector. Damn, that's the second person that said they're getting both. That's amazing. That is amazing, guys. Damn. S-Beam said I had points for the Hot Toys. For the Hot Toys one, getting him under $200. I'm waiting to see if I order the InArt for after I see the movie on Tuesday. Larry Gilmore said getting both of them. A lot of y'all want both figures. That is crazy. You say a Women City doesn't like that shot. The shots, yeah, some of those shots are kind of crazy. They really are. We got Maz in the building. What's up with you, Maz? Maz says, I think I will buy this one. There you go, Maz. We got Larry Walker in the building. Says, in my opinion, Hot Toys can't compete with InArt as far as accuracy of figures, but InArt can't compete with the volume of figures that Hot Toys produces. 100%, bro. Hot Toys is all, and because of that right there, Hot Toys will always remain king. And because also the licenses that Hot Toys has, they're always going to remain king. You know what I'm saying? They got Star Wars and Marvel. Come on, you know what I'm saying? They're always they got that there, and you see how they kill those licenses. They give us those volumes, that volume of figures. You know, whereas InArt gives you the master quality. But you're going to wait. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. And this is some real shit. I want y'all to really listen to this. I'm thinking that you're going to have a lot of collectors that's going to drop out of Hot Toys and get InArt. And it's for a couple of reasons. Not just because of accuracy. Not just because, people may think that they make better figures than Hot Toys, which in a lot of cases are kind of true. But it's because of the volume. I think people are not going to be able to keep up with the volume that Hot Toys is producing, especially at the prices that we're getting now, especially with all that's going on in the world right now, especially with, people watching their money a little more closely. It ain't like it was 2 years ago. It ain't like it was a year ago. So people are going to be different. They're going to be doing different shit with their money, and they're going to make sure if they're going to spend this money, they're going to spend it wisely. They're going to get the best version possible of the figure. and they want that quality. They want that. They want that from InArt. And once again, volume. They can. It maybe you may get fewer figures, and you're spending a lot of money, but the pace, they can pay it off, and then when it comes in, they got it, and they know it's gonna be, decent, real, more than decent quality. It's been, I mean, in most cases, InArt has knocked it out the park. Name one situation where they did not knock it out the park. You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm seeing with this, guys. Definitely. I'm trying to catch up. I know I was running my mouth a little bit. Trying to catch up with you guys. Hector says, I'm hoping that not a decal on the cape. Yeah, because I don't want that shit to peel. I totally agree. Ash, thank you so much for a $5 bomb, bro. I appreciate it. Y'all being real generous with the super chats. I really appreciate that, because that helps me pay for figures. Where's Wolverine? Release the Wolverine Big Yellow. We gonna keep this energy up, Ash. We gonna keep saying it until it drops. You know what I'm saying? I hope it drops Monday. They need to bring out something. They need a banger. Hot Toys needs a certified banger. You know what I'm saying? So if they bring that out, I think that will, like, hush people up off of InArt for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's what they usually do. We got Philly in the building. We got Figure Craft in the building. What's up with you, brother? Always good to have you here. Definitely. Miles Bennett Dyson in the building said, Are we live again already? Superman is here? Yes, indeed, brother. Absolutely. A lot of y'all saying both. That's killing me. Y'all killing me with the both. Off the Wall says, there's no way I can pick up the Hot Toys over the InArt. Yeah, bro. But Hector, I feel you, bro. I hope this decal, I hope it's not just a decal. I hope that shit is like sewn in and everything like that. Seriously. Let's continue to go through these pictures. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The Krypto is... Now, see, this is what I was talking about. Look at that Krypto. That Krypto is way fucking better than what Hot Toys is giving us. Just looking at that one shot right there, it's way better. It's way better, guys. Let's hold on. Let's go back to the Hot Toys one. Look at that shit. He looked like things to remember. Look like the little Fabergé dog your grandma has and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Hot Toys version looks. They don't put no type of work into their animals. They look okay, but it's like it ain't that. That looks like the dog in the movie. You know what I'm saying? That they did their thing on Krypto. You know what I'm saying? They really did. They really did. So BC, let's talk about how amazing Krypto looks. There you go. He looks amazing. He looks simply amazing. There you go, Hector, at Hobby Lobby. Exactly. Exactly, bro. That's exactly how he looks. Exactly. Yup. The Hobby Lobby. Yup. Oh my God. What Maz would you say? He said, I think they sell that same dog at Hobby Lobby. Oh, he said, damn it, Maz, get out of my head. Larry Walker says, I will be ordering this tomorrow. I think a lot of us will be. Dion Joseph Bendala, what's up with you? That's a name. What's up with you? You said, does InArt ship to the States? I'm in Cali. I need this Superman. Never bought an InArt figure yet. Okay. So I'm going to give you the play. When it comes to InArt figures, for me personally, I buy from two places. 1/6 kit. No, three places now. 1/6 kit. I got most of my InArt figures from 1/6 kit. 1/6 kit is overseas. He's not in the States. He's overseas, but he will get you his shit. Just don't bother him too much because he will cuss you out. But he will give you your shit. He will give you your shit. But he will cuss you out. Or say some smart, not cuss you out, but say some smart shit that will piss you off. He will. But he will give you your shit. He is reliable. He is known very well in this community. Everybody will tell you that. Then you have spec fiction. Spec fiction are in the States. Spec fiction is cool. I've bought from Todd before. I bought my Ecto 1 from Blitzway from Todd. Good guy. Takes him a little long to get these figures in. Takes him a little minute to get the InArt figures in. You're going to wait, but you will get your figure. And he's local. He's in the States. He's in Cali, I believe. Then for the third, my guy Ray of Hawk Wars. Check him out. He's been getting some InArt figures a lot lately. I got the Batman from him. Ray is also stateside, a local guy, good guy. Check him out. That's my 3 connects for InArt. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Hold on. Hector says, do not use spec fiction for InArt. Everything is fine, but for InArt, nah. Well, there you go. Go with those 2. Go with the other 2 that I mentioned. There you go. Let me see what else we got here. Sean Rodriguez says, if you're in the States, order from See, do your research, brother. That's all I can say. Do your research. Moss says, I got my Doom Paul Atreides from Kit. Great shop. There you go. There you go. The chat won't steer you wrong, but they'll give you multiple answers. Said BC, cause I'm a nice guy. LOL. Will you keep an eye out for this on pop culture for who misses out? I didn't see MJ on there today. Yeah, man. I need that. I need my Michael Jackson, bro. I need my Michael Jackson. Straight up. I really do, bro. I need my Michael Jackson. That figure looks amazing. But anyway, Dion says, wow, thanks everyone. That helped. InArt Superman looks amazing. Absolutely, bro. You know, we like to keep this informal, and why watch my videos if I can't give you information? If I can't give you useful information, you know. So definitely. But nah, man, this thing looks good, guys. This really looks good. This really is a good looking figure from what we're seeing. Like they got the light shining on them right now. That just looks fantastic. Looks damn good. I'm just going, before I read any more comments, I'm just going to go through these pictures because, like I said, I haven't seen all of them. Wow. I don't know about that sculpt. I don't know how I feel about that. With his eyes closed, he looks a little weird. He looks like a mummy or some shit. I don't know. He looks kind of weird with his eyes closed like that. He does. The suit and the proportions look amazing. That base, what's up with that base? Oh my god, that base is teeny as shit, ain't it? That's a teeny little fucker, ain't it? That is compared to the Hot Toys base. Hold on, let's go back to the Hot Toys base. Yeah, I see why a lot of y'all saying y'all want both, because I kind of want that base. Like, can I have the Hot Toys base with the InArt figure? Like that's how I want to do it. I ain't gonna lie, they both are great looking figures, but this goddamn InArt though. Let's get off this picture because I'm not feeling this picture. Yeah, he looks good. He looks really good. This looks great, guys. This really looks great. This looks great. Let me see. Sean Rodriguez says, I got my InArt Batman. He said, I got my InArt Batman and Cavill Superman from Spec with no issues. But there you go. There you go. All right, I'm trying to see. Said Timothy says, oh no, the closing eye sculpt looks good. It's just the wrong pose that they chose for this photo. Okay. Definitely take a look at it. Said the new appeals. The InArt figure on the Hot Toys base would be perfection. I totally agree. Teeny little fucker. It is. It is a teeny little fucker for a base, ain't it? Like, come on. 1/6 shape. Hector says, I'm really curious on Hot Toys magnetic base. How strong will it last? How strong and will it last longer than 6 weeks? That is a great question, Hector. That is a great question. Ben, Bino, oh my God, Bino Benny. I'm gonna tell you, I'm with you 100%, brother. 100%, 100 and fucking 20%. I need that Reeves. They been bullshitting on that Reeves, man. I'm like, come on, man, get the Reeves out. We seen that like 2 years ago. Come on, man. That should be in hand at this point. Looking at that cape, that looks good. That looks so good. Okay, I see what you're saying. That looks okay. That Bama just taking it all in. He like, I'm Superman, bitch. Just taking it all in. Sean said, BC, I'm loving the shows, brother. Keep it up, man. I'm trying, bro. A brother trying over here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Totally appreciate it. Dion says, both head sculpts look good, but I trade the second sculpt for a heat vision head sculpt if I had the chance. I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, waiting on that Reeves. We are waiting on that Reeves. The Dark Knight 36310 says the InArt looks better, but in like the smiling, he said, but I like the smiling face on the Hot Toys and the brighter colors. Yeah. Them brighter colors gonna pop on the shelf, bro. This one does has that. This one got that shelf presence. It definitely got that. Even with the base, it just looks good. It really looks good. This is going to be hard for a lot of collectors. I see why a lot of y'all are saying both. I do. Because this ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like 24 hours ago, this was the cat's meow, remember? This was the cat's meow. So, shit. The NR had to come in here and fuck up the game. They was like, oh, nope. It's like, shit. They was like, wait till you see what we got. That looks amazing. Look at that shot. I know it's all lighting, but damn, that looks good. That looks great. That really looks great. The I'm too sexy face. Jeffrey says you might be able to close the eyes and not another sculpt. Close those eyes and not another sculpt with how realistic InArt is. I know. Absolutely. Wingman42 says the shot says I'm smelling a fart from 20 miles away. That is funny. That is funny. L. Walker said, I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Toys add another head sculpt to this. Yeah. I can see them doing that. Trying to sweeten the deal a little bit. I can see them doing that shit. But remember, guys, this Hot Toys version is like a month away. This thing's about to ship. You're gonna be seeing, Hong Kong reviewers with this in hand very soon. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have this in hand soon. This is like Deadpool from last year. The quick release. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're gonna get a lot of people you're gonna get the guy to habits. The people that's like, that's gonna see the movie, get hyped for the movie, run and grab this. And then they're gonna be like, that InArt come out, they'll be like, oh shit. Do I sell? No. To each his own. Shit, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I know people like that. You sell? Yeah, I've done it. Oh my god, it looks good. Let's go back to the InArt. Hector says, my only gripe is that I wish InArt gave us a head sculpt. A heads up before Hot Toys came out with theirs. I needed to prep for this. Frosty Shinobi says, I like that. Hot Toys went for more crazier poses, so when we have a better idea of what we're getting, InArt went for the museum pose and the flying pose. Don't have the arms up. Ah, that is some true shit. Very, very true. Very, very true. Sean says, I think we need to stop criticizing the slight likeness differences and realize we're collecting a scaled down version of actual living, breathing people. That is true. Now, this may be me. Do y'all guys think his face is a little too thick? Because it just seems like it's a little thicker here. Like, you look at his face here, and you look at his face there. Let's get a good shot of his face. His face is way thinner on the Hot Toys. And thicker on the InArt. Somewhere in the middle is the truth, I always say. So, because I don't think his face is this thick. And I also don't think it's this narrow. You know what I mean? So, truth somewhere lies in the middle. Definitely. Delay, what's up with you, brother? Happy 4th as well. L. Walker says, Hot Toys has no problem delaying figures. You know, they don't. Wolverine, where the fuck is Wolverine? You know what I'm saying? They love delaying. Where the fuck is Loki? Remember God Loki? In the chair and shit? Remember him? The artisan one? Where the fuck? Where's it at? Frosty Shinobi says, I prefer Hot Toys body colors and base. That being said, the InArt head sculpt looks great and Krypto looks way better. I threw it away. Maz says, nope. That's corn sweat in the InArt shot. Crazy. These are just some fantastic shots. And when I saw this shot right here, I was like, good Lord, that's amazing. That is amazing. Too much strength. Imagine him posing him next to Cavill. Ooh. I know. Riker said, nah, David has that big jawline. So it's accurate. He does. Sean says, I honestly think Krypto sways me to InArt, along with just looking better. I can see that. Timothy says, see, look at that closing eye sculpt. Also, for the regular sculpt, the brow is more pronounced. That is true. Y'all bringing up a lot of great points. This thing looks fantastic, guys. This thing looks great. Larry Gilmore says, my gripe with the InArt figures overall is the paint apps. They look like the actors, but the paint makes them look like mannequins, low-key. I get that, but I also think that painting adds to the realism, because I do find that Hot Toys often don't get the flesh tones completely right. A lot of the Caucasian figures look like they have a tan. You know what I mean? A lot of them often do. They have a tan. Whereas the InArts, I get what you're saying about the mannequin thing. I've thought that. I know exactly what you're saying. But I also think that type of paint gives them more realism than the Hot Toys does. I do. At least I do. And it does have that mannequin. I know exactly what you mean. But that paint looks a little bit more accurate to a real life person's skin, in my opinion. As Beam says, you won't be able to pose him like that though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's him. That's definitely him. That is definitely him. See, InArt Paint has more layers. It does. It does. So Hot Toys is Superman skin tone looks a peach, like a peach color. Oh. I'm seeing that's what we're talking about. Great head sculpt. Great head sculpt. Great likeness, but sorry. This InArt is killing shit. It is killing the game. It is literally killing the game. Damn, that looks amazing. That's just amazing artwork right there. You almost want to frame that shit. You almost want to frame that shit. Sean says, I love Hot Toys though. Just got my artist and Anakin. The sculpt is beautiful. Speaking of that, we will. Hold on, let me blow myself up a little bit. Y'all can't see it right now, but I got shit. Oh. I got mine as well. We will be doing a Good Morning Grails tomorrow. Good Morning, I'm looking up here. That's right. Good Morning Grails is making a comeback tomorrow. So join us back here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. as we open this big boy right here. So yep, it's gonna be good. Can't wait to be doing Good Morning Grails again. Yep. Absolutely. Can't wait to do Good Morning Grails again. Pretty much, we'll be unboxing it live on camera, looking at it. So if the sculpt is fucked up, y'all will know. Y'all will know. Frosty Shinobi, what do you say? He said the closing eyes head sculpt will probably make more sense after watching the movie, but I can see people complaining about not getting a head sculpt with laser vision. Yeah, especially in that scene in the trailer where he's just, going at it. That scene was amazing. So I know people were going to be pissed off about that. Ash says, BC, do you think this is it for InArt, or do you think we'll see them doing a line? I think this is it. I don't think, honestly, InArt is like what Hot Toys used to be back in the day, guys. Back in the day, Hot Toys didn't have a lot of properties, and the properties that they had, they were rocking it. They wanted to stake their claim, so they were going, they were giving you DX figures before DX was a name. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting the Michael Jackson Thriller set, and you practically had almost two figures. You had two head sculpts in the box. You had one look of regular Michael in the red suit, and then you had him as the zombie. You know what I'm saying? So, and it beckons you to get a second body. That was the only thing. And the same thing with the T1000. And those weren't DX figures. Today, you get less than that, and they call it a DS figure. Like this Anakin we're opening up tomorrow. They call that shit a DX, and that is not a DX by any stretch of imagination. Good looking figure, but it's not a goddamn DX. Same with Scarlet Witch. But to answer your question, because I digressed a little bit, but to answer your question, they're not going to do a line. They're not going to do big lines. They're trying to get off as many characters as possible. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they'll end up doing this and then moving on to something else. And hopefully that will be a Christopher Reeves 2-pack. Bino Benny, thank you so much for the $2 bomb. Says Hot Toys needs to put more time on their figures. No. But when you got like 100 plus coming out a year, ugh, don't think so. Clint Martin says, I wonder what kind of accessories InArt will throw in later. Seems to be a marketing tactic by them. They do that often. Yes, they do. They'll just throw in something. You're like, oh shit, a nice little surprise. That is cool how they do that. Benno Benny says Hot Toys needs to release less figures that no one wants and focus on what customers want. I couldn't agree more. Like that damn Iron Man that came out the other day. Remember that shit? That limited Iron Man that nobody fucking asked for, and some people was like, "It's kind of nice." No. It's nice. They're all nice, but we didn't ask for it. You know, that's holding the spot. While you fucking around repainting a Mark III, you could be painting a damn Wolverine. Ain't that right? Shit. Know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, ass Chase? Sean says Hot Toys releasing that Origins are Azrael Batman before the actual Origin suit was a massive L. Yeah, but that figure does look cool though. It does. As I said, they all look cool. Yeah, it looks like the guy. This figure looks just like him. Look at Krypto. Come on, man. Look at Krypto. That joint looks amazing. The dog looks great. That's how the dog looks, man. Oh my god. Hot Toys lost off Krypto, in my opinion. The Superman looks good. Their version of Superman looks good. But Krypto, they lost. They lost. Look at that shit. They put extra detail on it. It's like they heard me say that shit the other day. They was like, ammo paint, ammo line work, ammo sculpting. Get it right. Put his ear up. He gonna put his ear up just to let y'all know that we ain't bullshitting. Dog looks great. Krypto looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. Sean says, James Gunn, please give us Ace for Batman. We'll see. Mr. OEM Toys says, I'm tempted, but Cavill is still the best Superman. I agree. So you tell him, BC. Definitely. That Krypto was amazing. That Krypto looks fantastic. Damn, that looks good. Here's the base. Not too happy with the base. It's a tiny fucker, but it's a base. All right, so it looks like you get Superman. You get the drape cape. You get Krypto. You get boots for flight. That's dope. You get a flight pole, pile of hands, a base, and an extra portrait. I mean, honestly, that's all you need. That's all you need, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's it. That's it, and that's all. That's all you need. And 308, 318 plus shipping. That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. InArt, come take my money. You got it. Oh, this will be pre-ordered tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you that shit. This will be pre-ordered. This will be pre-ordered. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you very much for joining me tonight in my busted ass camera. I promise I'll have this situated in the morning for Good Morning Grails. Maybe I gotta clear my cache. Maybe I gotta run it from a different browser. I don't know what's going on, But it's been like this since Good Morning Grails. I mean, shit, since Best of the Best last night. But we're going to fix it, and we will be doing Good Morning Grails tomorrow morning. That's right. We will be opening this bad boy up live, so it's going to be a live unboxing, and we'll be doing a comparison with him and Darth Vader Sith Apprentice. We will be doing that, so that's going to happen. So I know you've seen it before. I know Jetta did it. A couple other YouTubers did it, but you're going to see it from me live. So if you have any questions, ask them then. You want me to do any poses? Ask them then. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Make sure you are there. And next week, I do have my EP coming out. The Trouble EP for the summer. That's right, I do music. So we're going to be putting that up on iTunes next week. So make sure you cop that off iTunes or listen to it on Spotify and all that other good shit. And we are also going to be doing episode 150 of Best of the Best. We were going to do it this week, but because I know everybody's going to be seeing Superman on Thursday, we're going to be pushing it back to the to next week. So that's going to be the week of damn it, my phone is upstairs. That's going to be the week after. I got a calendar. Hold on. That is going to be, because I'm not good like that off the top of my head. So that is going to be on the 17th. So July 17th, episode 150 of Best of the Best. It's going to be a great episode. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to have clowns, popcorn, shit. Second brother's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Shit, I'm going to try to get Dante there. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I had Man of High Collectibles on the show. So try to bring all the originals back. Ares, all those guys. So yeah, probably even get an appearance from the Space Pimp. It's been a while, you know. Know some people, no new viewers out there is like, who the fuck is the Space Pimp? But probably gonna get the Space Pimp too, because we had him. That was the 100th anniversary he came down. So we'll probably get the Space Pimp too. Who knows? You may even get some more fucking characters. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and the Superman looks great. Make sure you pre-order it tomorrow. And you guys have a good one. Thank you for rocking with me this evening. I'm going to go get some sleep because my ass is tired and a little tipsy. So good night, everyone. Peace.